For this test I used 2 food tins, one inside the other, and filled them with water. The Crossman hollow point you see here, that actually separated the piece of tin when it punched through the side. It's the only pellet to have done that so far with tin. On the ball you can see the rifling across the back there, and I'm not surprised it showed up as inaccurate. It seems like it's spinning out of control and there's no accuracy at all to it. And now that I've seen the rifling marks on the ball, I'm not surprised why I get so many flyers with this one. I've had so many problems with the ball with accuracy. Sometimes it penetrates well, sometimes it doesn't, but every time I've tried this the accuracy has been way off, so I'm no longer going to test this one. Before I shot at the tins, I've done a few practice shots at this target here. As I mentioned before, my rifle's set up for a different yard and with a different pellet, and this was done at 11 yards. The RWS Super Hollow Point was to the left, a little bit high, a little bit low. The Crossman Hollow Point, same sort of distance to the left, but it was more pronounced high and low. the Norica Killer, that was way off to the left, and also very low, slightly to the left. The Destroyer, just a little bit off to the left, and just a touch low, and then it went very low compared to that one, and way over to the left. But they're starting to show a bit of a sign of a group there. The Bisley Pest Control, that was a little bit closer, and the distance, I think if that was adjusted, the group would be fairly acceptable. The Bismag was a little bit wider, but it was fairly close to the target. The ball, one completely missed, and the other one went way over here. Very disappointing with that. I don't think you could hit a barn door with the ball, to be honest now, especially as the distance is slowly increasing. The low gun, that was level and just a touch to the left, and so far the closest of the group. So that's what I did first of all, just to see if I can hit the tins. The RWS Super Hollow Point has turned itself into a mangled lump of lead. No shape to the hollow point at all is left. It's deformed quite a lot. The Crossman hollow point, that's turned into quite a good mushroom shape. It's expanded out wide, giving a nice shape to the head, expanding. More or less the same as the killer. Quite pleased with both of them. It's increased the front surface area. The Destroyer, that's turned itself into a bit of a mangled piece of lead again, and deformed quite nicely. The Bisley Pest Control virtually turned itself inside out, or at least tried to. The Bismag, that's retained its shape quite well, but it has got a mushroomed head to it. And the ball, the first time I've seen this on the ball, it won't behave I don't think. It's got a flat spot, not perfectly flat, but a rounded dome shape to the impact area there. And I'm certainly not going to use this again because of the accuracy problems. The Logan penetrator, it's done its usual trick. It's flattened down a little bit at the head. It hasn't shrunk in length at all or expanded in any way really. Just a very slight increase on width on the head. So this one again has retained its shape, considering that it's been through 2 layers of tin and some water. Now, looking at the tins on all of these, the Super Hollow Point, it made a small dent on the 3rd layer of tin, went straight through 2 layers. The Crossman, the dent on the 3rd layer of tin was just a little bit more, but it was still quite a small dent, cleanly through 2 layers though. The Killer, that went through 2 layers, again a small dent, but there was an increase in the impact by the way of a small split in the tin on the 3rd layer. The Destroyer, that was a large dent, and there was a split as well. The Pest Control from Bisley, that was a small dent, about the same as the Super Hollow Point. The Bismag, that was quite a large dent, and there was a small split in the 3rd layer. The ball, as much as I don't like it now with the accuracy issue, it did make a fairly decent dent, and it had a small split in the 3rd layer as well. And I think you can guess that the Logan penetrated the best. There's quite a large split in the 3rd layer. That went through the 2 layers of tin, the water, and was trying very hard to get through the 3rd layer. So that one so far is still quite a good performer as far as penetration is concerned, even though it doesn't deform very well.